If you've just been arrested under the allegation of indecent images, probably at this moment in time, you're feeling that your whole world has just fallen apart. The police will have the view that you are guilty. They've arrested you. In their mind, it's a clear-cut case. They found some image. There's some image being reported to them. Therefore, you must be guilty of the offence. That's just not the case. You have to be very careful how this is dealt with. The police will often have a tip-off from an internet service provider or from a web company or an app company of some download being attributed to your device. And that's what leads the police eventually come into your house. Now, when you're first arrested, the police may mention to you that they have evidence of a category A or a B image being downloaded via your internet service provider. Now, that's a long, long way from having enough evidence for a prosecution or a conviction. So let's just look at what that means. Well, in indecent image cases, there are various categories, A, B, and C, depending on the seriousness of the image. So an image that might involve penetration, involving a child, that's a category A image. An image that is of a child, but might just be a nude body, that would be a category C image. So they're all graded according to how serious the image is. And it's also important to look at the age of the person. Sometimes it's difficult to categorize or to determine age. Sometimes it's very difficult to determine whether somebody is 16 years old as opposed to 18 years old. And that again can influence whether a prosecution goes ahead. There's also 3 different types of offences depending on whether you are making an image, which is downloading an image, whether you're in possession of an image, whether it's on your device, or whether you have distributed an image where you've uploaded it or sent it somewhere else. And so, although the police may first contact you and say, well, we have evidence of one offence, for example, making a category B image, it often leads to multiple offences when the full evidence comes out. Because if they say you have made an image or a number of images, usually it's more than one, it may be A, B, and C images. Well, they're 3 offences straight away. But then it might be making the image, possessing the image, and distributing each of those A, B, and C images. So straight away, you're now up to 9 separate charges. In addition, there may be prohibitive images, or there may be extreme images, which are other offences, additional offences. And so by the police starting with one tip-off and by examining devices often leads to multiple charges. And these cases can very quickly expand. So you have to be very careful how they're dealt with. Take advice very early to try and protect your interests. In any of those cases, the police have to prove that you were the person responsible for making and knowing about those images, whatever type of image they allege you've done, whatever category. They have to show that you had knowledge of those images. And there are various ways in which images can be on your device without your knowledge. So take advice early, protect your interests, and please get in touch for a free consultation.